that power. It's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Eddie, cooperate. And you just might survive. Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Giant leaps will always come at a cost.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Time for the Real Everyday Movie Fan. I'm Josh Williams.
And I'm Ryan Murphy.
And we're in a new set. This is actually via Ryan's house. We got a new set bit up. I moved down to Missouri. We're here in Iowa. So we're going to have two sets every once in a while. You'll see it at my new set, which I'm still building. It's almost completed. And then we have this one here.
But I just figured I'm so comfortable here. It's such a nice little environment. I'm just going to bring my cup of coffee from time to time.
There you go.
So.
Well, we are here to give you our real-time review for Venom. Starring Tom Hardy.
Venom is directed by Ruben Fleischer. Stars Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, Jenny Slate, and Woody Harrelson. It's been known that Woody Harrelson...
It's a cameo. Well, not cameo, but I guess...
It's what it is. Well, we've known that Woody Harrelson is in the movie for a long time now. People, what's this mystery role? A lot of people have been pretty sure they know what it is anyway.
But we're not going to spoil.
We're going to not talk about what it actually is, but...
Yeah,
so
we'll
go ahead.
Let's start off with me. We'll go with me first. I actually was excited for this, but then when the reviews came out, I was like, oh my god, like, great, this is gonna be another shitty movie. I will say it's not as bad as people are saying it is.
You should never start off a review by saying it's not as bad as.
It's not. There's a couple problems. I'll still give it a 6 out of 10. It's enjoyable enough. It has entertainment value to it. There were some problems I had, which we'll get into, and there's some technical issues I have. What about you? We'll start off from there.
I'm going to give it the same score as you. I'm going to give it a 6. This movie was entertaining. In fact, I think in theater I even used the word cute. It was cute.
An interesting word for Venom.
Yeah.
To be called cute.
I mean, it's really not super dark. There's some moments of violence in it, but it's funny. I mean, that's one of the best aspects of the movie. Was some of the humor really landed for me.
And that was between Eddie and Venom. Yeah.
So, but go ahead. Let's hear your more in depth.
For me, the best thing about this movie was the relationship between Venom, the symbiote, and Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy. The chemistry there was really great, and if you don't know, Tom Hardy voices, Venom as well. But still, just the banter between them two and the chemistry, weirdly enough, with a CG symbiote and Tom Hardy really worked really well. And I think there's a lot of funny moments there. There's a one line that I think everyone in the audience was laughing at quite a bit, and that was actually really funny. But that was probably the best part. And Michelle Williams is in it as well. She does a good job as Eddie's love interest sort of thing.
It's definitely not the type of role that you're expecting Michelle Williams to do.
No, not really at all. But she was pretty good in it. That was the biggest thing for me. And the scenes when Venom is actually on screen, I think we can agree, was really good. Like, I do wish they would have actually maybe, because when the action's going, it's very shaky, and you don't have time to, like, see and enjoy it. Like, when I think of really good action these days that you can really see it and it's great is John Wick. Like the scenes with John Wick, like they're not like shaky and fast. They're pulled back a little bit and you just watch the action take place, which I would have liked to have seen because maybe I would have been like more, I don't know, not enthusiastic, but like more like, wow, that's really awesome kind of thing, because there was times where this camera was so shaky that I couldn't fully enjoy it. So that was a small thing, but still the action was great. It was fun. Like, really great time. That was one of my things. What about you? What was the main thing that you actually enjoyed?
Like, again, it's got enjoyable action. The thing that I was thinking about in the movie is director Ruben Fleischer. He kind of came out swinging with Zombieland in 2009.
Yeah.
So we saw that movie. That movie was so great.
That movie's great.
And it was like, oh man, this director is just like got to be like the next great thing or whatever. So I was really hyped for his next film after this. Follow-up was 30 Minutes or Less. It was like it's Jesse Eisenberg and Ruben Fleischer teaming up again. It's got Aziz Ansari, who I'm a big Parks and Rec fan. That movie sucked, and I remember going to see that and being like, well, I guess that guy got lucky with Zombieland. And and then his next film, Gangster Squad, didn't get good reviews either. I never saw it. Yeah, so you can understand why I was a bit skeptical about the future of his career. And of course, it's like with the Venom movie, they're making a movie out of a Spider-Man villain, or I guess he's been an anti-hero for some time. But it's still like reaching to make this movie. It's trying to make the Spider-Man franchise, and in the end, that's pretty much what this is.
Yeah.
It's the best version of that. It's like
Yeah.
it's exactly what I was expecting it to be, but it's the best version it could have been of that. It's so it's entertaining. It's funny. The jokes land. It doesn't get. Oh, we talk a lot about over the top Hebrew Transformer syndrome. This does not have Transformer syndrome.
Nope,
this
not
is
at all. Actually,
good, enjoyable movie with some legitimately funny moments. And yeah, it's cheesy as hell though. That's my thing. That's gonna be
it's like '90s cheesy. Like when the movie was ended, I was like, this has got some '90s cheese to it, which I don't know if that was what they're going for.
The first
or if
half
it was,
hour or
I don't
so,
know.
and I really liked how it took its time. It kind of actually built up some character.
Yeah.
It really kind of, the first half hour could be like connected to, if you cut off that first half hour and look at it, that could be like the first half hour of any number of kind of good movies. And then once Venom starts talking, it gets really hokey. That being said, it's enjoyable. The Venom's funny, so the chemistry is pretty good. But then there's like changes certain characters go through, or things that are able to happen that are just like like Venom wasn't able to do this at this time, but then he's able to do this because it's convenient to the plot.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And it's just so like, yeah, it's very cheesy. The parts of it are very contrived. The whole concept of space travel in this movie is like, seems like it takes place in the year 3018 instead of the year 2018.
Yeah, that was weird.
We're just gonna get into a rocket and take off, you know.
Well, and how they explain like how they found the symbiotes in space. Really, like when you think about it, like, okay, that's not possible.
That's not 2018.
That's not possible. Like how you're able to, like, no, not possible. And you'll see when you see it what we mean as far as like it just But besides that, I remember before this movie started, there's a lot of times where Ryan will like, you know, hey, let's watch this piece of shit, like jokingly. But like you were honestly were like, man, this movie's gonna suck. Like actually, your expectations were pretty low. But I will say the weakest part of this movie, 2 weak parts, was sadly Riz Ahmed as the villain.
Oh, I liked him a lot.
You did.
He was very good.
No. To me, it was just a I'm bad. Like there's no.
No, he had his reasons. Like any good villain, he's the hero of his own story. He sees what he's doing.
I don't know.
That's one of the things I liked about the movie. So that's going to be a total breaking point between us because I like, you know, in his like, this is what I think. This is the way I think the world should be, and I have my reasons. And let me explain to you my reasons why I think the world is broken, and so I need to do this, and that requires sacrifice and all that sort of stuff. So he's the hero of his own story, and I like that. I thought he did a good job. So,
I don't know.
Jenny Slate, I thought, was somewhat miscast.
Yeah,
from Saturday
a little
Night Live
bit.
And Parks and Rec,
a little bit.
You know, so it's like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but
she was, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. And then for me, in like the build up between, because you see Riot, he's the other symbiote that's the main villain. The build up there wasn't like between him and Venom, like fighting one another. Yeah. Wasn't as well built up as I wanted it to be, and it happened so quickly.
And he's called Riot, like in English. Like, that's Riot. I'm Venom. It's like, where do you get these names? Like, you know. So that's another kind of thing that was really hokey. So
the last thing I thought was bad.
Entertaining.
Yeah, and it was entertaining. Like I said, there's not very many. Like I said, these things are things that brought it down for me, and there were certain parts of the story that brought it down. But the last thing for me that I could say was, while Venom was great. Like when you see him and he's still, or even in some action scenes, his CG looks great. But the fight scene between Riot and him, and a couple other spots, the CG is like, I'm telling you guys, like 90s bad. Like there's like this, you can't. That. I did too, but I did. Like the fight scene between him and Riot, like when you see some spots close up, it almost looked like, you know, I'm gonna say
animality scene from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That or even like Matrix Reloaded CG. I'm just like, wow, this is 2018, guys. I mean, you guys have a budget for this. Come on.
I didn't notice that at all. I thought Venom looked kind of hokey in other scenes, like just with the close-ups on his face. Kind of looked, you could tell it was CGI, but
yeah.
This is in the age of the Jungle Book and War for the Planet
exactly,
of the Apes. It wasn't as good as, you know. That,
and I think that's why people like expect these days, because the movies like that, they expect some like good CG because they've seen it. So I don't know. That kind of brought it down for me, but. Even though we trashed it a little bit, this is enjoyable. I can recommend it.
All this, and we're just like, but it was entertaining.
It was entertaining. Like I'm saying, it's weird. Like I don't know if maybe my expectations were too low.
It had some heart to it. It had some.
It did. It
had
tried.
some good dialogue and some funny moments. So
go check it out. I mean, I can recommend it. I think he can too.
If you want to wait for video, that's fine with me. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like be mad if you don't go rush to theaters to see this, like some other movies. But check it out. I think you'll find some enjoyment out of it.
Awesome.
All right, folks, that is for today. Thank you very much for watching. What did you think of Venom if you have seen it? Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know whether you liked it or not and your score out of 10. Also, if you like what you watched, then hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you can receive more of our various content in the future. Also, like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Stardust. The links are in the description below, as always. That's all we have for today. I'm Josh Williams.
And I'm Ryan Murphy.
And thank you for keeping it real.
With ReelTime.